Here's how to grow on X using the ReplyGuy Chrome extension to reply quickly using an AI tool that still sounds like you. So I'm going to show you real quick how this works. I've already got the extension installed. So I'm going to scroll down until I find something that looks decent. I've only been lightly involved in DTC Ecom Twitter X for a short time, and the community sounds like a bunch of betas sometimes. Interesting. So I'm going to click on the ReplyGuy icon. I'm not sure what I would want to say, so I'm just going to click on Suggest. Well, actually, let me show you this. You have your types here, so you can have creative, witty, and you have your length. So I'll show you real quick. You have agree, disagree, neutral if you're not really sure, and then you have creative. You want to be more out there. And then for your tone, you have all these options: friendly, professional, casual, humorous, empathetic, witty, sarcastic, supportive, informative, and formal. And then depending on your account length, your account size, you have different lengths of your replies, from short, medium, long, and even extra long. We'll keep this one short. We'll keep it creative, witty, and I'm going to keep the Write Like Me feature on. And that means it'll actually, I've trained it, and you'll be able to do this as well if you would like. And it can write like you. So I'll go ahead and hit Suggest and let it come up with an idea that's kind of cool. And I'll just click on Generate Reply. And you'll see now that's going to go out and write something, and it'll pull from how I write to sound like me. It takes around 5 to 10 seconds to generate. All right, cool. Been watching DTC Twitter lately, and it's like a pool full of betta fish, all looking pretty, but where's that shark energy at? LOL. Okay, if you don't actually like this too, you can edit it and provide feedback, which I think it's fine for now, though. I'll hit copy reply, and then you hit copy, and then it's pretty much in your mouse there, and you can just paste it in and hit reply. And you can really go fast now. So let's say if I was in like speed mode, I didn't even want to think. Boom, suggest, generate. See how fast it can be. Now again, I wouldn't recommend this. I'm just kind of showing you for the speed. It's always best to add your own thoughts and your own ideas, because then it's going to sound more authentically like you. Copy that. Cool. So you can see how fast you can actually go. And replying. So let's see. This one says move like everything is going to work out, because it is. I'll hit this. So again, let's say like you want to say something, but you're not quite sure what. So let's say here, move like everything is going to work out, because it is. It's a those who believe in themselves achieve more, so always believe. Okay, so that's like kind of blah, it's like, it's okay. I'll agree with them, and I'll make this one inspirational. What is that option? I think it was more supportive, yeah. And we'll keep it short. We'll keep the Write Like Me on, and we'll generate. So it'll come up with something better than what I was trying to say, which is nice, because sometimes you kind of have an idea, but it doesn't sound like good, It's kind of like, okay. Believing in yourself is like running your own personal beta test. The more you trust your code, the more upgrades you unlock. That's just how it works. So I've trained myself a lot, because I do a lot of posting in coding stuff. So I get a lot of code stuff. Let's just say I don't like that, right? So I click edit, and I can actually now go and I can edit this. So I say believing in yourself is a lot like running your own let's say your own personal test. The more you trust yourself, the more the more skills you'll unlock. Whatever. So I'm gonna say I don't want so many references to code or coding. So now the next time it's going to run, it'll check against this, and this is actually being used in real time to train the AI, and it still went ahead and copied my new post there. So I've got that. Hit reply. I'll show you a couple more cool things. So let's see. trying to find one that's kind of interesting that I can use as well. Okay, so that's a longer post there. So let's see. Well, I'm trying to find one that's like shorter. You can't just want a better life. You need to be willing to give up your current one. Okay, so let's click the reply guy icon and let's make the reply length a little bit longer. We'll do medium. And it says you can't just want a better life. You need to be willing to give up your current one. And so I want to say agree and include stats on strategies to improve your life through sacrifice. Okay, so we're going to make it an agree. We're going to get rid of the right like me, just because we want it to be a little bit more inspirational. And we'll change this tone to friendly. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add research. If I add research, I can have it suggest for me the research, and it's going to give me these options. So let's see, this is cool. We'll do the 2025 stats on personal development strategies. All right, cool. And then we'll hit generate reply here. So what it's going to do now is in the background is actually going and finding some stats using Perplexity, and it's going to then bring those stats back and it's going to put them into the conversation. So check that out. So true. Just saw research showing people who fully commit to structured change, wow results. 25% higher income, 40% better fitness in under a year. The hardest part is letting go of comfort zones, but that's where real growth happens. Those who stick to clear goals and embrace discomfort, this is outperform those who stand there and say, oh man, that's really good. So copy that one, boom, and you can paste it in and off you go. So you can see how quickly you can actually leave replies. And then let's see if we can do just one more thing, which I think will be cool. And obviously your goal is always to reply like, faster, as fast as you can. So that's part of the game as well. Since I've been using this for myself, I've been adding around 75 to 100 followers per week just by commenting more. That's pretty much it. Okay, so this one's cool. If you are a winner, you will find a way to win. So I'll try this one. It might not work because it's kind of vague, but I just want to show you the feature. So we will let the AI suggest here what we want to say, and then we can always tweak it. This is my remote control is a winner too. It's kind of weird. So we won't use that one. If you are a winner, you will find a way to win. Winning is an attitude, and success comes to those who believe. Whatever. And we'll keep it witty and creative. And now what we're going to do a meme. So we're going to add a meme here, and you can give it an idea if you have one, but if not, which I don't do it. I don't think I've ever fed it anything. You just click on generate reply, and what's going to do now is going to write the tweet, and it's also going to attempt to generate a meme. Now I didn't give it a lot, so I don't expect it, something great, but we'll see. Boom. So that's kind of cool. Facts. Mindset is everything. If you believe you're unstoppable, the winners just follow. Got to have that championship mentality. And then it has this doubt yourself and champion mindset. So you might not be able to see it, but when I click copy and download, what it does actually, it opens up in a new window, which you probably can't see, but it lets me kind of just drag it and set it over into the window. So I'm going to do that now. Drag it over here and drop it in. All right, there we go. So now we have the meme in place, and it actually routes through like I think the top 100 most popular memes at any point in time. So it always does change up. And there we go. We have that tweet in there. I would say tweet, but it's a post. And again, if you just want to go fast, you can go fast. It's kind of up to you. I'll show you just if you want to be super quick. You can also set your default settings. So if you want your default to be like agree and witty and short, and you can say you click right here, and you can save the default settings, and just you generate your reply. Oh, you have to make sure you suggest something. So if you want to be like really fast, you save your default settings, you generate the reply. And again, this doesn't trigger anything weird because you're being yourself. I always recommend it's best to put your own thought in there, because then your response will actually sound legitimate. It'll sound more like you, and on. It goes. There we go. Copy that reply. So you can see it just goes quickly. You can just churn and burn through all of these. And anyway, that's it. That's kind of the training. Oh yeah, I will show you one more thing, which is right here. If you click up here on the icon, what it'll do is it'll show you the different ways, the different things you have. So you can set a daily goal. You can change that goal right here on the page. It also shows you what you have left in your account. So, how many replies you have, how many suggestions, how many memes, and you can always go into the dashboard or upgrade your plan at any time. So I hope you found this helpful, and I really look forward to seeing you use the ReplyGuy extension. Thanks for watching.